WWE just announced their next big celebrity crossover, so we'll see what's up there. We'll also check out what's going on with Liv Morgan, the Demon Finn Balor, and much more. Starting things off with WWE's next pop culture crossover, artist Sexyy Red has some major tracks out there with big artists such as Drake, SZA, and more. But Sexyy Red is also a major NXT fan. She very often tweets out her reaction to what's happening on NXT from time to time, and it's not like it's promoted and advertised tweets at all. It's just her genuine reaction to NXT and what's happening on the show, and a lot of fans were pleasantly surprised to see that she was a genuine fan of NXT. And it was just a few months back where Jey Uso said he would love to invite her to WWE as his special guest. Well, fast forward a few months later, and Sexyy Red officially received her WWE invitation. Sexyy Red took to Twitter earlier in the week to talk about how she'll be coming to NXT next week, and she's looking to RKO someone. And then, the very next night on NXT, WWE confirmed that Sexyy Red will be appearing on the May 28th edition of NXT. There's still no word on what she'll be doing or who she'll be working with, but either way, it's a major collaboration for WWE, especially for NXT. A big celebrity crossover in the women's division is something that a lot of fans have been waiting for a while now, and they're finally getting it with Sexyy Red's NXT upcoming appearance. There's also no word on if it's just a single-time appearance or maybe the start of a series of appearances for her. We'll have to wait for more answers on that. Now let's get into another one of those mysterious background teasers in a WWE television segment that makes us wonder if it's just a coincidence or if it's more meaningful than it seems. And this segment in question is the Judgment Day's backstage segment from the May 20th edition of Raw. Obviously, the main issue of this segment was Damian Priest getting frustrated with the group's struggles. But if you look over on the top in the background, there's something very interesting there that caught a lot of fans' eyes. Over on one of the top shelves of the Judgment Day's lair, you can see what appears to be a suitcase or a carrying case of some kind that's all red and clearly has the Demon Finn Balor's face on it. And this is really the first time that this Demon Finn Balor case has appeared in this room. Maybe it's been hidden and hard to spot in months prior, but this was certainly the first time where this case was front and center of the actual camera, which raises the idea that WWE and Triple H possibly wanted the audience to eye that Demon Finn Balor face and wonder what's that about. Obviously, the biggest clue is that the demon face is hinting that Finn Balor may be calling on his demon alter ego to make a return in the near future. Last time the Demon Finn Balor made an appearance was at WrestleMania 39 against Edge. A lot of fans are still very upset about the result of that match because Finn Balor, and more specifically the Demon, really desperately needed that win more than Edge. It's been years since the Demon won a match, so fans thought a win over Edge would get some of that respect and momentum back for the Demon, but that wasn't the case. Edge would end up picking up the win over the Demon and would end up leaving WWE just a few short months later. So that made fans even more curious on why the Demon couldn't pick up that win over Edge at WrestleMania 39. But the Demon has lost his last two matches, a loss to Edge and a loss to Roman Reigns. There was a point back in NXT, and even early in his main roster career, that the Demon Finn Balor was an entity that was feared and favorited in any match against any opponent. But after so many consecutive losses, the Demon's dominant mystique is starting to slip away. So if the plan is to bring him back, he once again desperately needs to pick up the win over whoever the opponent is. And bringing the Demon back may be exactly what Finn Balor needs right now as well. Back in NXT, the Demon used to appear at nearly every single one of their premium live events. But as the years went on, the Demon has become more rare to see. Like for instance in current day, if they bring him back anytime soon, that'll be the Demon's first appearance in well over a year. So it's a special occasion thing. And Finn Balor could absolutely benefit and get a boost from a dominant win from his alter ego. Finn Balor is a former Universal Champion, former main event caliber superstar. But just a few weeks back, they had Finn Balor out there as a henchman to Logan Paul and taking orders from him. Taking direct orders from Logan Paul isn't exactly what fans envision for Finn Balor, so hopefully if the Demon is returning, it gets Finn back to a really good route. There's a lot of fan speculation about Damian and Rhea leaving the Judgment Day soon, and if that does happen, Finn Balor will easily be considered the new #1 option for the group. So if something like that is the plan, Finn Balor definitely should be building up some momentum and respect again to be looked at as the new potential leader for the Judgment Day if Rhea and Damian do eventually head out of the group. And with this new Demon teaser popping up, maybe Finn bringing back the Demon for a big win will be the first thing that really kickstarts his newly found momentum. So be on the lookout for the return of the Demon Finn Balor. Liv Morgan was recently a guest on Open Thoughts, and she had a lot of interesting things to say and reveal. One of the biggest eye-opening things was the reveal that she wasn't currently in a relationship. This was a bit of shock to fans because Liv has been rumored to be together with Bo Dallas for quite some time now. The both of them even appeared together at Sonya Deville's wedding, and they were spotted together at the service for Bray Wyatt. But according to Liv Morgan, she's no longer seeing anyone. Another topic they discussed was Liv's plans for after WWE. She joked that when she gets fired and gets the message from WWE one day about wishing her good luck on her future endeavors, she plans on taking up a career in acting. Liv has already done an appearance for the Chucky TV series and did a film role as well. But it looks like she really wants to dive deeper into that part of her career once her time in WWE comes to a complete close. As far as things go with Liv Morgan though on current day WWE television, you can argue that she's in the middle of possibly one of her most busiest runs ever. She's in an intense feud with Becky Lynch and trying to capture the WWE Women's World Heavyweight title. But Liv also appears to be in the middle of executing a massive plan and scheme to use Dominic Mysterio in order to sneak her away into joining the Judgment Day. And on top of that, it seems to be confirmed that Rhea Ripley will be coming back for Liv Morgan the second she gets back. So Liv also has a big feud to look forward to. And to top everything off, Liv eventually appears to be transitioning into a heel as well. Liv Morgan hasn't had a heel persona since the middle of 2019, so becoming a heel is absolutely a fresh move for Liv's character after 5 years. Liv may not be the champion at this current time, but she has quite a few handful of storylines revolving around her at the moment, so she'll be a very important character to keep an eye on going forward. But what are your thoughts on all of today's stories? Leave your comments below, don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.